Hello everyone, welcome to the EZDecals tutorial. This add-on allows you to place decals wherever you want, and whether you want to make a cloth simulation or soft body simulation, that allows you to do it as well. So in this scene you have a sofa, and by looking at here to the UI you can see a lot of stuff you can work with. The first one being the library. You have a library set already with 15 plus decals you can use. Let's for example choose the cycles one, and then you have the target object. You set your surface mesh that you want to place your decal onto as your target object. For example, I'm going to set now the sofa. There you go. Then you have two checkboxes. One of them is for you to be able to use the target material. If I check this, I'll be using the sofa's leather material, and it will be set on the decal as well. If I check random on place, instead of choosing the cycles decal, this one, you will choose a random one from the library. Okay, let's start by placing our decal by clicking here and hovering your mouse onto the surface mesh. You can scroll up or scroll down to increase its size, and let's place it here. Once placed, you can apply your decal and play with the Z offset until you get the desired look you want. As you can see, it's using the leather material. Whereas if we uncheck the target material checkbox and we place it onto our surface and apply it, it will have the original texture. Now, if you want to move these decals somewhere else, you can press move, and you move wherever you want it to be. And then you gotta apply it again and playing around with the Z offset. When having different decals, you can also click apply all. If you check ray shadow under the visibility, it will add a shadow under the decal, sometimes visible, sometimes not. It's better to be unchecked so it actually looks like it was sprayed on the surface mesh. Before going to the bake option, we have these settings here. We have aging, color, bump, roughness, and metallic. We can play around. The first one is aging. You can mask the decal and play around with its settings, and it actually looks like it's made onto the thing. Then if we go to render mode, it's perfectly in there. It really looks like it's in there perfectly fine. Now of course you can also play with the color. You have hue options, value, saturation, and this, and HSV influence. You have bump, roughness, and metallic. These are all values you can play around. You also have the how to use button that will open up the readme file, which includes a tutorial on how to install the add-on as well. Now let's say you want to make a cloth or soft body simulation with your decal on the surface that is being applied with a cloth modifier. With this add-on you can easily do it. Let's play. Now the decal doesn't work. That's where we get into the bake option on this add-on. That is very good. Now under the bake surface texture section, you have lots of values you can play around. Since the decals are very close to the surface, what I like to put these values as is extrusion 0.02 and the max ray distance actually to 0. You can set the resolution you want and just bake. Perfect. You get a thing here saying baked, and now if you play, it's perfectly baked with a single button, which is perfectly fine. You can also press Ctrl 1 to add a subdivision modifier, shade smooth, by right clicking and clicking shade smooth, and it's perfectly there. You can also do this with different objects, whatever objects you want, just bake them and they will work. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the add-on.